Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to celebrate a man whose vision reaches farther than the eye can see, a man who dares to dream beyond the horizon. That man is Joe Ranga. Joe Ranga is not just a name, he is an idea, a force of perseverance, and a reminder that greatness begins with a single belief, that we can go further than anyone expects. His journey teaches us that horizons are not limits, they are invitations to rise, to strive, and to transform. From humble beginnings, Joe learned early that life doesn't hand out success. Life challenges you to build it. He faced moments when the path seemed uncertain, when obstacles towered like mountains, yet he walked forward with courage. Not because it was easy, but because he knew progress lives on the other side of fear. What sets Joe apart is not only his talent, but his vision. He understood that every step forward opens doors, not just for him but for countless others who follow. His leadership inspires young minds to dream, empowers communities to act, and motivates individuals to redefine what they believe is possible. Joe Ranga reminds us that true success is not measured by what we gain, but by what we give back. By lifting others, by guiding those who thought they were forgotten, by reaching beyond our own horizon to touch the future of someone else. Today, as we honor his journey, let us carry forward his message. Never stop exploring. Never stop expanding. Never stop believing that your horizon is only the beginning. Joe Ranga stands as living proof that no dream is too grand, no mission too impossible, and no horizon too far when your heart leads the way. When we speak of the horizon, we often imagine a distant line where the sky touches the earth, beautiful, unreachable, and endlessly stretching forward. In the story of Joe Ranga, the horizon becomes far more than a visual boundary. It transforms into a powerful metaphor for human potential, ambition, and the infinite opportunities that lie ahead for anyone brave enough to pursue them. For Joe, the horizon represents the idea that no matter where we stand today, there is always more to discover, more to build, and more to become. It is a reminder that the world does not end at the limits of our current knowledge or circumstances. Instead, every horizon invites us to challenge ourselves, to grow, to search for new paths, and to imagine possibilities that others may overlook. This symbol teaches us that progress is never fully achieved. It is continuously unfolding. Joe Ranga's life demonstrates that the horizon moves with us. As we take a step forward, new opportunities appear. As we learn, new dreams form. As we succeed, new challenges arise that push us to evolve even further. The horizon is also a call to embrace curiosity. Joe has always been someone who refuses to settle for what is known or comfortable. He believes that the greatest discoveries often lie beyond the familiar. This mindset encourages individuals not only to dream, but to explore bold ideas, innovate beyond tradition, and believe that even the impossible can become achievable with persistence. Moreover, the horizon symbolizes hope. It tells us that no matter how difficult our present may be, there is always something ahead that can inspire us, something brighter, bigger, and more meaningful. Joe Ranga's journey shows that hope combined with action can transform ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. The horizon, therefore, stands as a timeless reminder that greatness is not found in staying where we are, but in daring to move forward, daring to look beyond, and daring to believe that our best chapters have not been written yet. Joe Ranga's story is deeply rooted in humble beginnings, moments defined not by privilege but by perseverance. He grew up understanding that life does not guarantee comfort, shortcuts, or certainty. Instead, it offers challenges that shape character and reveal who we truly are. From an early age, Joe learned that the greatest strength a person can carry is not wealth or status, but the willingness to work harder than anyone else, even when the rewards appear distant. His early environment taught him valuable lessons that many overlook. Limited resources pushed him to become resourceful, lack of support strengthened his resolve, and every obstacle became an opportunity to learn something new about himself. While others saw barriers, Joe saw stepping stones, moments that would ultimately define his resilience. These experiences molded his mindset, teaching him that success is not defined by where you start, but by how fiercely you pursue what lies ahead. Joe's determination was not loud or dramatic. It was steady, consistent, and deeply internal. He developed the discipline to continue pushing, even when progress felt slow or invisible. He understood that real growth often happens behind the scenes, in the quiet hours when no one is watching. This commitment to self-improvement became the foundation of his journey, transforming him from someone with humble beginnings into someone capable of great influence and impact. He embraced hard work as a lifelong companion. When faced with uncertainty, he did not retreat. He leaned forward. When confronted with failure, he did not surrender. He studied it, learned from it, and used it to fuel his next attempt. This unwavering spirit became his signature trait, a symbol of what is possible when determination refuses to bend under pressure. These humble beginnings also gave Joe a deep sense of empathy. Because he understood the weight of struggle, he developed the compassion to support others who walk difficult paths. His journey is a reminder that greatness is not born from comfort, but from the courage to rise above limitations, to fight for a vision that others may not yet understand, and to trust that every difficult chapter contributes to a larger purpose. At the heart of Joe Ranga's journey lies a profound and unwavering courage. A courage not born from the absence of fear but from his willingness to move forward even when the path ahead was unclear. Uncertainty is a force that stops many people in their tracks. It whispers doubts, magnifies risks, and creates shadows where possibilities should be. But Joe learned early on that waiting for perfect conditions is a trap. Progress begins the moment you take a step, even if you cannot see the entire road. He understood that every meaningful pursuit carries a level of unpredictability. Dreams worth chasing rarely come with detailed maps or guaranteed outcomes. Yet instead of retreating, Joe embraced uncertainty as a natural companion on the journey toward growth. Each unclear moment became a lesson in trust. Trust in his abilities, trust in his vision, and trust in the belief that momentum, once created, would lead him somewhere greater. Joe's courage was demonstrated not in grand gestures but in consistent choices. He showed bravery in the quiet decisions, choosing to rise on difficult mornings, choosing to continue when results were slow, choosing to persist when doubts tried to overpower his ambition. These seemingly small acts of courage built a foundation stronger than any moment of external success. He also recognized that fear is not an enemy but a signal that something important is at stake. Rather than allowing fear to dictate his actions, Joe used it as fuel, a reminder that he was stepping beyond comfort zones and entering spaces where growth would happen. Each time he confronted uncertainty, he proved to himself that the boundaries he once believed existed were actually illusions. This courage influenced those around him as well. People saw in Joe a living example of resilience, someone who moved forward not because he knew what would happen, but because he believed in his capacity to handle whatever came next. His journey teaches that true strength is revealed not when the path is smooth, but when the future is unclear and you walk forward anyway. Joe Ranga's courage to face uncertainty became one of his most defining qualities, shaping every achievement and opening doors that would remain closed to those who let fear determine their limits. One of the most powerful qualities that defines Joe Ranga is his ability to look beyond personal success and envision a future that benefits not just himself, but everyone around him. Unlike many who focus only on individual achievement, Joe carries a vision that stretches outward, influencing communities, inspiring individuals, and sparking change in places where hope once seemed distant. Joe's leadership is not rooted in authority or position. It is rooted in perspective. He sees possibilities where others see limitations. He recognizes potential in people long before they recognize it in themselves. This ability to envision what could be rather than settling for what already is has allowed him to shape a path that leaves a lasting impact on every environment he touches. A true visionary does not simply react to the present. He imagines what the future can become. Joe embraces this truth wholeheartedly. Whether working with teams, guiding younger individuals, or contributing to community projects, he approaches every situation with a mindset focused on long-term transformation. He understands that leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about being the one who helps others hear their own voice more clearly. His influence extends far beyond personal goals. Joe consistently seeks to uplift others, helping them unlock talents they once doubted and encouraging them to take steps they once feared. He believes that leadership is measured not by the number of followers one gains, but by the number of leaders one creates. This approach has earned him admiration and trust from people across different walks of life who see him as more than a leader. They see him as a catalyst for growth. What truly distinguishes Joe as a visionary is his commitment to impact over recognition. He does not lead to receive praise, applause, or validation. He leads because he understands that every positive action, every encouraging word, and every bold idea has the potential to change someone's life. And if one life changes, countless others can follow. Joe's vision extends into the future with clarity and purpose. He sees communities strengthened by unity, individuals empowered by knowledge, and environments transformed by resilience. His actions reflect a belief that leadership is not limited to the present moment. It is a legacy built through influence, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to making the world better than he found it. Central to Joe Ranga's journey is his unshakable belief in the power of dreams. dreams that guide, motivate, and elevate a person beyond the ordinary. Joe understands that every significant achievement begins as an idea formed in the quiet corners of the mind, often long before anyone else sees its potential. For him, dreams are not fantasies, they are the early blueprints of greatness, the spark that turns ambition into action. Joe viewed dreams not as distant illusions but as commitments, promises he made to himself about the life he wanted to build and the person he wanted to become. These dreams fueled his determination during moments of struggle, reminding him that the future held something worth fighting for. While many people hesitate to dream big because of fear or doubt, Joe embraced his aspirations with confidence, believing that the size of the dream determines the size of the journey. He recognized that dreams are powerful tools for shaping identity. When a person dares to dream, they begin to see themselves differently. They no longer define themselves by limitations or past failures, but by the possibilities ahead. Joe's dreams pushed him to challenge old boundaries, develop new skills, and grow into the individual he knew he could become. This mindset strengthened not only his ambition but also his resilience. For Joe, the power of dreams also lies in their ability to inspire action. He knew that dreaming alone is not enough. Dreams must be followed by disciplined effort, constant learning, and unwavering focus. Joe turned his dreams into daily decisions, transforming hope into habit and aspiration into achievement. His journey reminds us that when dreams are paired with action, they become unstoppable. Moreover, Joe's belief in dreams extends beyond his personal ambitions. He encourages others to dream boldly as well, especially those who feel confined by circumstances or discouraged by setbacks. He understands that a single dream can change a person's direction, mindset, and future. Through his words and actions, Joe motivates others to look within, identify their passions, and pursue the visions that resonate deeply with their hearts. Dreams, for Joe, are sources of light, guiding individuals through uncertainty, illuminating paths that once seemed dark, and offering hope during the most challenging times. His own dreams became the driving force that lifted him from humble beginnings and propelled him toward accomplishments that once felt unreachable. His journey stands as a testament to the extraordinary strength that arises when a person believes in the power of their own dreams. One of the defining qualities of Joe Ranga's character is his unwavering belief that leadership is not measured by how far he rises, but by how many people he lifts along the way. For Joe, success has never been a solitary climb. It is a collective journey where every achievement gains deeper meaning when it opens doors for others. He embodies the idea that leadership is service, and true greatness shines brightest when it illuminates the path for those who follow. Joe understands that every individual carries unique potential, even those who appear overlooked or underestimated. He has an exceptional ability to recognize strengths in people that they may have never seen in themselves. Whether mentoring youth, guiding peers, or supporting those struggling to find direction, Joe approaches every interaction with sincerity, patience, and belief. His presence alone often gives others the courage to take steps they once feared. He believes that leadership is not about commanding attention, it is about empowering growth. Joe actively listens, observes, and understands the experiences of others, offering guidance that is practical, uplifting, and rooted in genuine care. He knows that sometimes people need encouragement more than instruction, and sometimes they need someone who simply believes in them before they learn to believe in themselves. Joe's commitment to lifting others extends beyond words. It is reflected in his actions. He shares opportunities, not hoard them. He offers help without expecting anything in return. He provides direction while allowing others to shine and grow at their own pace. In moments where many leaders might choose to stand above, Joe chooses to stand beside, ensuring that those around him feel valued, respected, and supported. This principle also shapes how Joe approaches challenges within groups. Instead of assigning blame or focusing on weaknesses, he works to strengthen unity, build trust, and inspire cooperation. He demonstrates that leadership is not about being the strongest alone, it is about creating strength within a community. His approach fosters environments where people feel motivated to give their best, not out of obligation but out of inspiration. In lifting others, Joe creates a ripple effect. The individuals he supports often go on to help others, creating cycles of growth that extend far beyond his immediate reach. His influence multiplies through the people he empowers, proving that meaningful leadership is not defined by titles or recognition, but by the lives it transforms. Joe's philosophy reflects a timeless truth. Leaders who lift others leave legacies that endure far longer than any achievement earned alone. His commitment to elevating the people around him is not just a practice. It is a core principle that guides every step of his journey. One of the greatest strengths in Joe Ranga's journey is his remarkable ability to transform setbacks into stepping stones. Moments that could have discouraged most people, yet became powerful sources of learning, resilience, and momentum for him. Joe understands that challenges are not signs of failure, but invitations to grow. Every obstacle he encountered became a lesson that shaped his character, sharpened his vision, and fueled his determination to move forward. Instead of running from difficulty, Joe chose to confront it head-on. He recognized that setbacks are inevitable in any meaningful journey, especially one driven by ambition and purpose. What defines a person is not the absence of difficulties, but how they respond to them. While others froze in frustration or disappointment, Joe examined each challenge with clarity, asking what it could teach him, how it could make him better, and what opportunities lay hidden within it. Joe's resilience was not the result of blind optimism. It was the result of understanding that growth often emerges from struggle. He learned to see setbacks as temporary moments, not permanent conditions. This mindset helped him maintain his focus even when circumstances seemed unfavorable. Instead of questioning his goals during hard times, he questioned his strategies, adjusted his approach, and continued onward with renewed strength. Every setback became a tool for self-improvement. If he faced rejection, he used it to refine his skills. If he stumbled, he analyzed the misstep and corrected it. If he failed, he treated failure as feedback rather than defeat. Joe's ability to recover quickly and intelligently is what propelled him past many obstacles that stop others in their tracks. But what sets Joe apart even more is his ability to inspire others with this resilience. He openly shares his experiences, not to highlight his struggles, but to show others that setbacks are universal and survivable. He demonstrates that every person, regardless of background or situation, holds the power to rise again. Through his example, people learn that setbacks do not diminish potential. They reveal strength, unlock creativity, and build perseverance. Joe's perspective turns adversity into advantage. He believes that every difficulty carries a purpose, and those who embrace these moments with courage can turn them into stepping stones leading to greater heights. His journey reminds us that obstacles are not the end of the road. They are the beginning of a stronger, wiser, and more determined version of ourselves. Joe Ranga's life is not only a story of personal achievement but also a living legacy of hope, progress, and forward motion. Every action he takes, every decision he makes, and every initiative he leads is infused with a sense of purpose that extends beyond the present moment, creating impact for generations to come. He demonstrates that true success is measured not solely by what we accomplish for ourselves, but by how our efforts inspire, uplift, and transform the lives of others. Joe's legacy begins with hope. From the very start of his journey, he has been a beacon for those navigating uncertainty, doubt, or difficulty. He understands that hope is a powerful motivator, capable of lighting the way when circumstances seem dark and possibilities appear limited. Through his words, mentorship, and actions, Joe instills hope in others, showing them that no matter the challenges they face, the future can hold opportunity, growth, and achievement. Progress is central to Joe's philosophy. He believes that life is not static. It is a continuous process of learning, improving, and evolving. Every small victory contributes to larger transformations, not only for himself but for the communities, organizations, and individuals he touches. He embodies the principle that consistent effort and forward-thinking choices compound over time, leading to significant, lasting impact. Forward motion is another defining element of Joe's legacy. He refuses to remain stagnant or complacent, constantly seeking new avenues to grow, innovate, and push boundaries. His mindset encourages others to adopt the same approach, to move proactively, embrace challenges as opportunities, and continually expand what they believe is possible. This drive creates a ripple effect, inspiring countless individuals to step beyond limitations and pursue their highest potential. Joe's legacy is also one of inspiration. By demonstrating courage, resilience, and selflessness, he motivates others to see themselves differently. People witness his journey and learn that obstacles can be overcome, dreams can be realized, and horizons can always be extended. In this way, his life serves as a roadmap, offering lessons in perseverance, vision, and the power of positive influence. Finally, Joe's legacy reminds us that the impact of a life well lived is measured by how it shapes the future. By fostering hope, championing progress, and encouraging continuous movement toward betterment, he leaves behind more than accomplishments. He leaves a culture of possibility, a testament that even the smallest acts of courage, guidance, and leadership can create a profound and enduring influence on the world. A defining aspect of Joe Ranga's journey is his ability to embrace innovation and champion forward-thinking ideas. He understands that the world is constantly evolving, and those who cling only to tradition or past methods risk being left behind. Joe demonstrates that progress comes from creativity, curiosity, and the willingness to experiment, take calculated risks, and challenge conventional thinking. Joe approaches every challenge with an innovative mindset. He asks questions others may overlook, explores alternative solutions, and encourages experimentation. For him, failure is never the opposite of success. It is an essential part of the process, providing insights that guide the next steps. By reframing setbacks as opportunities to learn and innovate, Joe consistently transforms obstacles into breakthroughs. His forward-thinking approach also inspires those around him to adopt a similar mindset. Joe fosters environments where fresh ideas are welcomed, diverse perspectives are valued, and bold thinking is rewarded. He understands that empowering people to think creatively not only solves problems more effectively but also cultivates a culture of growth, collaboration, and progress. Innovation for Joe is not only about technology or methods, it is about vision and perspective. He constantly seeks ways to improve himself, his work, and the communities he serves. By blending imagination with action, Joe demonstrates that true progress arises when vision meets determination. Through his example, Joe shows that embracing innovation is essential for anyone who seeks to move beyond limitations. It encourages adaptability, resilience, and a willingness to explore uncharted territories, qualities that define his journey and amplify his impact on the world. Another remarkable trait that defines Joe Ranga is his unwavering commitment to continuous learning and personal growth. He recognizes that knowledge is not static and that the journey toward excellence never truly ends. Every experience, success, failure, and challenge provides an opportunity to expand understanding, refine skills, and evolve as a person and a leader. For Joe, growth is a mindset, a deliberate practice that shapes character, sharpens judgment, and fuels long-term success. Joe approaches life with the curiosity of a learner, always asking questions, seeking new perspectives, and absorbing lessons from unexpected sources. He does not shy away from complex ideas or unfamiliar territory. Instead, he embraces them as opportunities to enhance his capabilities. This relentless pursuit of knowledge allows him to stay ahead of challenges, anticipate trends, and make decisions with confidence and clarity. Equally important is his ability to transform learning into action. Joe understands that knowledge alone is insufficient. It must be applied to create meaningful change. He combines insight with execution, ensuring that what he learns is not only internalized but also contributes to tangible progress in his work, relationships, and community impact. This approach fosters both personal excellence and broader influence, as others are inspired to adopt the same dedication to self-improvement. Joe also views mistakes as integral to growth. Rather than fearing failure, he analyzes missteps to uncover deeper understanding, turning them into lessons that strengthen resilience and adaptability. This mindset ensures that he not only overcomes challenges but emerges from them stronger, wiser, and more capable of navigating future uncertainties. By prioritizing continuous learning and growth, Joe creates a cycle of self-improvement that fuels every aspect of his life. It equips him to face evolving challenges, seize new opportunities, and inspire others to pursue their own journeys of development. His commitment to growth demonstrates that resilience is not just about enduring difficulties, it is about evolving through them, becoming better prepared, and using each lesson as a stepping stone toward greater achievements. A cornerstone of Joe Ranga's influence lies in his unwavering commitment to consistency and integrity. He demonstrates that true leadership is not just about vision or talent, it is also about showing up day after day, upholding values, and earning trust through actions that align with words. By consistently embodying principles such as honesty, accountability, and fairness, Joe inspires those around him to elevate their own standards and strive for excellence. Consistency is one of the defining features of Joe's character. Whether facing challenges or pursuing goals, he maintains a disciplined approach to his work and relationships. People know that when Joe commits to something, he follows through no matter the obstacles. This dependability creates a sense of security and trust among colleagues, peers, and community members, allowing them to invest their own efforts with confidence, knowing they are supported by someone steadfast and reliable. Integrity for Joe is inseparable from action. He understands that true leadership is tested not when circumstances are easy, but when difficult decisions must be made. By consistently choosing the ethical path, even when it is challenging or unpopular, Joe demonstrates that values are the foundation of sustainable success. His example teaches others that integrity is not situational. It is a continuous practice that strengthens character, credibility, and influence. Joe also leverages consistency and integrity to inspire growth in others. People who witness his dedication and moral clarity are motivated to adopt similar behaviors in their own lives. They learn that progress is not achieved through shortcuts or compromise, but through persistent effort and adherence to principles. His life shows that trust, respect, and admiration are earned over time, not demanded, and that influence grows strongest when built on a foundation of unwavering ethics. Through this combination of consistency and integrity, Joe Ranga becomes a living example of reliability, accountability, and moral courage. He shows that success is not just about achieving goals, but about how those goals are pursued. His approach encourages others to internalize these values, creating a ripple effect that shapes stronger, more principled communities and inspires individuals to act with purpose, honor, and steadfast commitment. One of the most defining aspects of Joe Ranga's journey is his unwavering ability to champion a vision with both purpose and passion. He demonstrates that having a goal or dream is not enough. True impact emerges when vision is paired with a sense of mission and fueled by the energy of genuine enthusiasm. Joe's dedication to his purpose drives him forward and inspires everyone around him to believe in possibilities greater than themselves. Joe approaches vision as a living, breathing force, not a static idea. For him, a purpose-driven vision is both a guide and a motivator. It clarifies priorities, aligns efforts, and ensures that every action contributes to meaningful outcomes. He invests time and energy in understanding the broader implications of his vision, seeking ways to maximize its positive impact, and ensuring that it transcends personal gain to touch communities, organizations, and individuals. Passion is the engine behind Joe's vision. He brings energy, excitement, and commitment to every endeavor, communicating his ideas with authenticity that captivates and inspires. People are drawn to his enthusiasm because it is contagious. His passion creates a sense of shared purpose that encourages others to join him in pursuit of collective goals. This alignment between vision and passion transforms ordinary projects into transformative movements, as Joe's energy motivates consistent effort and bold action. Purpose ensures that his vision remains grounded. Joe understands that ambition without direction can be scattered and ineffective. By rooting his goals in clear values and meaningful outcomes, he ensures that his efforts generate lasting impact. Purpose allows him to prioritize, make strategic decisions, and navigate challenges with clarity, even when obstacles threaten progress. It also provides a moral compass, guiding him to act in ways that benefit not only himself but the wider community. By championing his vision with purpose and passion, Joe Ranga sets a standard for leadership and influence that is both inspiring and actionable. He shows that when vision is paired with intention and passion fuels perseverance, it becomes a force capable of transforming lives, shaping communities, and redefining what is possible. His example encourages others to identify their own vision, pursue it relentlessly, and infuse it with the energy and meaning required to create lasting change. A defining hallmark of Joe Ranga's journey is his extraordinary perseverance, a steadfast commitment to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles, setbacks, or length of the journey. Joe demonstrates that success is rarely instantaneous and that enduring impact requires sustained effort, patience, and an unwavering belief in one's purpose. Perseverance, for him, is not merely about persistence. It is about maintaining focus, energy, and resolve over long periods, even when progress seems slow or uncertain. Joe's perseverance is evident in the way he approaches challenges. Every difficulty, disappointment, or unexpected change is met with determination rather than resignation. He understands that obstacles are not signals to give up, but opportunities to refine strategies, build strength, and prove resilience. Through this mindset, he transforms hardships into learning experiences that accelerate personal growth and prepare him for greater achievements. Time itself is a test of perseverance, and Joe demonstrates a remarkable ability to sustain effort over the long term. He recognizes that meaningful goals are often built through cumulative actions taken consistently over months and years. By embracing the long game, he maintains momentum, adapts when necessary, and continues to pursue his vision without being discouraged by temporary setbacks or external pressures. Joe's perseverance is deeply connected to his belief in purpose. When actions are grounded in meaningful goals, persistence becomes natural and enduring. He inspires others to adopt the same mindset, showing that challenges are not permanent roadblocks but stepping stones on the path to accomplishment. Through his example, people learn that true resilience is cultivated not by avoiding difficulty, but by confronting it with courage, consistency, and a focus on long-term outcomes. Beyond personal achievements, Joe's perseverance has a ripple effect on those around him. By demonstrating unwavering dedication, he motivates others to persist in their own goals, creating an environment where effort, endurance, and hope are celebrated. His journey proves that perseverance is not only a personal virtue but a catalyst for collective growth, inspiring people to keep moving forward regardless of the challenges or time it may take to realize their dreams. Joe Ranga's journey teaches us that life is not defined by the limits we see, but by the courage, vision, and perseverance we bring to the unknown. He shows us that humble beginnings, relentless determination, and the belief in our dreams can create impact far beyond what we imagine. Through his leadership, integrity, and unwavering commitment to lifting others, Joe reminds us that true success is measured not by personal gain, but by the lives we inspire, the challenges we overcome, and the horizons we extend for others. As we reflect on his story, let us take with us the lessons of resilience, vision, and hope. Let us dare to dream bigger, act with purpose, and move forward even when the path is uncertain. For if we carry forward the spirit of Joe Ranga, believing in ourselves, uplifting those around us, and persevering through every challenge, then the horizons before us are not limits but invitations to greatness.